Hello Virgos and welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot reader's naked, by which I mean I try to strip out as much astrology as I can. I do that by using this plain deck here to bring in the star sign or type of star sign of the person we're doing the read about. We're also doing the read about the Hermit card, which you had in Sunday's All Signs overview I done for you. If you have not watched that, just go to my playlists and there's one there which is called Weekly All Signs Overview, something like that. All Signs Weekly Overview, I think it might be. And there's a whole playlist of them, and you can watch the current one and all the past ones. All my reads are timeless, so when you see them is when you need to. Okay. I'd also just like to point out that this is a general read, so it may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. Please like, subscribe, share and comment. But remember, as a general read, it probably won't resonate with you 100% and shouldn't resonate with you 100% because I'm dealing with more than one energy, not just yours. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. I'm not doing any sort of cycle as such. I just do whatever energy I feel strongest at the time as I pull the read. Okay. So, there we go. We are dealing with a 6 of clubs, which is a slightly older fire sign than yourself. And maybe up to a year older. Right, I've already pre-shuffled both the decks. I was just finishing that one. We have the Queen of Wands before we do the cup, which will go with the Hermit card. So there's possibly a Queen of Wands type energy is going inwards and looking for answers. Yeah, perhaps the way they act and things like that. And the 6 of Wands, which is a card of victory. Okay. I think the way we will do the energies today will be my 5-card spread I use, which I will be honest, I stole this, borrowed this, acquired this type of read from Steve on Steve's Love Tarots. It works. I like it, so I started using it. Okay, so to start with then, we will do an overall energy, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that energy can be applied to any and all cards on which I now pull. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is literally kind of like it's a little bit like a 180 in the energy. Okay, whatever you were going through is now changing or has changed into kind of like the opposite. Could be someone who thought they never liked you has decided they do and they're coming back, or it could be you've been going through some rough bad times at work and now that's changing to good bad times. Okay, just as examples. So we got the King of Wands, that is in the, I better tell you the placements. That is the connection. Just here will be how the fire sign feels about the connection. Just there will be how the fire sign feels about you. Just there will be what the universe wants to tell us about the connection. What some tarot readers might say or call what you don't see coming. Okay, and just there will be the overall outcome the universe is hoping for. I say hoping for because everyone has free will, and energy readers, yeah, we can pick up the energies coming in and what the universe wants and what the universe is planning and all that, but we can't actually take into account people's free will. That would be mind reading, and as far as I know, no one can actually really do that. Do feel free to prove me wrong if you can. Okay, because if I could mind read, I would be a much richer person than I am now, because basically everyone will come to me asking like what so-and-so planning on doing. So the King of Wands is the card in the connection, The King of Wands is someone who's a bit vain, a bit up their own arse. They are very self-passionate, and they are very kind of unreliable when it comes to love. But they are quite reliable when it comes to supporting creative things and the like. Okay, so in how they feel about the situation, this is kind of like their general feelings. They are wanting to bring a message of love. Okay, the Knight of Cups there is probably the third fastest knight in the deck. It is reasonably reliable, but the problem with the Knight of Cups is it's a little bit of a fantasy world. I say he because we got a guy on the card. It could be a she in reality. And so I will say they are looking into that cup and seeing the future they want. And in this particular deck, he's kneeling before an altar and he is praying for it. He's holding his cup up, which is the future he wants. And he's praying to God to deliver it to him. How they feel about you is they want to talk to you about something. They have communication to give to you, and they have the intention of actually following it through and doing it. Okay, because it's a card of like bold forward movement as well as communication. So you might be getting communication from a slightly older fire sign, Virgo. The Three of Cups. Excuse me. Again, it is a card of communication first and foremost before you start saying it's a card of third-party energy or anything like that. The main thing the Three of Cups is all about is reunions, networking, group bonding. Okay, all of which you need communication for. This is why it's a communication card. Even when you take it into account as a third-party card, it still requires a communication card. Another thing the Three of Cups can indicate is pregnancy, if the right cards come round. And that's where the third energy part of the Three of Cups actually comes from, because you have like the couple, the Two of Cups, a divine coupled in, a coming together of energies, and then you have a third energy coming in, which would be the child, the embryo growing inside the womb. Okay, you could also see it, if you wanted to, as, especially in this particular area, because this is what the universe is telling us, is it could already be a couple, a love situation, something rather like that, and then that could be the universe giving its blessing and saying, I'm helping this. Okay, so the final outcome is actually the Two of Cups. After all that talking about the Two of Cups, is the universe is trying to get you and this fire sign together. Basically, it's a coming together of energies. This could be a new energy. It could be the universe is like trying to like make you come together with someone else, which is a slightly older fire sign. Because of the Wheel of Fortune there, it's sort of saying it's something new coming in, or it's a completely new way of looking at things. Okay, let's get the clarifiers out for you, Virgo. So, I was then thinking, I've also done the monthly overview just recently, and I was racking my brains trying to remember what card you had in that for your... I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere, but apparently I didn't. Oh yes, I did. Yeah, so you had the Ace of Swords. No, you didn't. I lie. You had the Five of Swords for your weekly energy from the monthly overview. So like the first week of August, you will be dealing with the Five of Swords. Okay, which is a false victory of some description. So you can also just sort of remember that a little bit throughout this read. And as we talk about a false victory, the actual victory card comes out, the Six of Wands, and we had the Six of Wands in the cut as well. And again, this victory can be affected by this Wheel of Fortune. Currently, it is a victory, but the Wheel of Fortunes could be turning it into a false victory of some description. As I said, it's like a 180 in the energy. Okay, so we've got the Six of Wands and the Four of Swords for the clarifiers for this King of Wands. Excuse me again. So the connection is about something vanity, someone about themselves, someone who's not really looking out for someone else or anyone else. Okay, and the connection is victorious in some description. It's also about healing or not actually taking action, just like sitting back on your laurels, resting and recovering from something. It is the middle part of the week. Maybe they went out for drinking last night and they got a hangover. As an example, if you have a hangover, you tend to be in the Four of Swords energy afterwards because you're not really doing that much. Okay, even if you're going to work and things, you're not feeling it, you don't want to be doing it. Okay, crossing this is the Ace of Swords. This whole connection it is something new, and it is sort of like an aha epiphany type newness. It's like a sudden realization has dawned on you, making you realize that, well, perhaps this is the way to go, or perhaps this is not the way to go, as the case may be. So let's see what this Knight of Cups is about then, shall we? Why is it here, universe? So this is how this slightly older fire sign feels about the connection. They feel that this connection could be the answers to their prayers. Okay, it could be the opportunity to bring this message of love into you, Virgo, which is something they've been wanting to do for a while. Okay, they feel that it's somehow been hidden from them in the past. There has been something blocking them, or they feel that there might be a little bit of a hold up because they're not 100% sure about you. Okay, there's something about you they don't know. The moon is like about things being hidden. Okay, but they do see this connection as a brilliant new start. The fact that the world has come out has implied that this fire sign has recently learned a universe lesson and has leveled up in their energies, their frequency, if you will. Yeah, they're onto a new spiritual level, and they are now just about to start learning a new universe lesson. Okay, trying to level up again. So we have a Knight of Cups there, someone who's dreaming about the future that they want. It is some sort of love future they want. We have the moon. They're not 100% sure about you because they are sort of like, well, it's the moon. Things are shrouded in darkness. And so there's something about you they're not sure about. They might not be sure if you're free and single. They might not be sure if you're the person for them. You might be the total opposite, for example. But they do see it as a brand new start, a big brand new start, and a big brand new opportunity. For what? With whom? The King of Wands. The connection, okay? The person within the connection. I'm going to say that, Virgo, you are coming up as the King of Wands from this. So the connection is all about you, to start with. That's what this crossing card tells me. This is what they're dreaming about. They're dreaming about having some sort of love connection, a love message with the King of Wands. So this is them. The read is about you. That implies that you are the King of Wands. Okay, So you might be a little bit vain. You might be a little bit up your own arse. Okay, sorry about that, Virgo. But that's what the cards say. You might also be the life and soul of the party, and you also kind of wear a little bit of a mask from time to time. Okay? You sort of portray an image to the outside world, which you try to live up to all the time, but behind closed doors, yeah, it's a bit different. Okay? It could be like you have a smart, fast car, a big BMW or an Audi or something like that, and you go to nightclubs all the time and you're buying champagne and throwing parties, but it's all done on credit card and you can't really afford the bills. Yeah, and what everyone who watches you and sees you from the outside world don't realise is any minute the bailiffs are going to come round and take your car away from you. Okay, this is how they feel about you, the Eight of Wands. They have this energy of actually feeling confident enough to come forward and talk to you about something, or communicate, text you, email, however it may come. Hell, they might even use a proper handwritten message. Yeah. They want to do it quick. The Knight of Wands is a card of action. They want to come in fast. It is a passionate action as well. They're being driven by passion. They're not being driven by what's the right word? Loyalty or duty or anything like that. They're being driven by their passion to come in towards you. Again, it is a card of messaging. It's reinforcing. We've got 3 messaging cards here. Messages, messages, and messages. Yeah, all the Knights are messages. But with the Knight of Wands, it's implying that there's a lot of free will involved in this fire sign's side, and it may back out. Yeah, if this moon gets revealed to it and it doesn't like what it sees, it's going to back out just as quick as they come in. Okay, and it isn't a card of coming in fast. Again, it's secrets. The High Priestess is all about keeping secrets. It is bookending that 6 of Wands, which means it might be getting victory over these secrets. It might be finding out the stuff it wanted to know about you. It is a card of using your intuition as well. So it's sort of saying to me, in its gut feeling, the fire sign's gut, it feels that there is something hidden. It feels that there's something you don't let on to them or the rest of the world. And it's not sure about that. And that's what may be causing the blockage at the moment. Okay. And as if by magic, the 5 of Swords. They feel that possibly this communication with you will be the road to its own ruin. Okay. It feels that possibly it could end everything. It's a card of false victories. But again, implying this Wheel of Fortune onto that as well, that could be unfounded. It could actually translate into a real victory, but it just doesn't see it at the moment. It might see it in the future, but it doesn't see it at the moment. And when I say it, I'm implying to the fire sign, obviously. Okay. So let's have a look at this 3 of Cups. Again, another card of communication. Okay, as the main read pulled, we had the King of Wands, which we have found out about is you, and then a fire sign what wants to have communication with you twice, and the universe saying, is communication coming? It's definitely coming one way or another. It might be good, it might be bad, but it's definitely coming. And so you're definitely getting something. And as I said, it might be good, it might be bad. Okay, the Tower is suggesting that this victory is going to shake your foundations. It's going to be it's definitely going to be some sort of message you were never expecting off of someone you would never expect to send that sort of message to you. It might be a nudie pic or something like that. It's something you were never expecting them to do. Well, they're so prim and proper. I would never expect that fire sign to do that. But everything I say does have some bearing. So possibly for one person watching, it might be for you. But it was just a generalization I was making. It's something so quite shocking for you, and it's going to be like, whoa, I never, yeah, it's like, whoa, that's just shaking my foundations. Bear in mind, a tower can be something quite small and insignificant. For instance, if you were sharing a house and your housemate never done the washing up, but you come home from work one day and all the washing up has been done, yeah, and that kind of acts as a little tower moment within the energies for you. Yeah, the universe will pick that a ripple coming off you, which is like, oh my God, wow, Jesus, I didn't even know he knew where the sink was. Yeah, coming up off you, and it translates it as a tower. But a tower could be also something really big and massive. You're driving along, your tyre blows, you flip your car 5 or 6 times, you get thrown out the window, but miraculously you haven't got a scratch on you. But it's shaken you up a lot, and you will drive in a totally different way every other time you get in a car. It's still a tower moment. In this particular case, the communication itself is going to cause you a tower. And through that communication, it's going to be you realizing that, oh, well, I might have a chance with this fire sign. Oh, the universe is also saying that it's slapping this around your face a lot. It's making you look at things from a different perspective. I say it's you because it's kind of clarifying the connection, and the connection is all about you. Okay, it's all about you. We got the Four of Swords there as well, which is the healing side of things, or taking rest. While you're in your lull and you're not doing much, you are going to find that you are thinking a lot about this fire sign, or possibly the communication you have just received from this fire sign. Okay, and you're going to be looking at it in a lot of different ways, more than you would normally look at any sort of communication for someone. For instance, possibly you might have someone send you a big long paragraph of how they feel about you, and you might read it all and go, oh, that's nice, and then just carry on with your life. But this is like going to be, again, a 180, a total opposite of how you would normally feel about it. So you will sort of actually feel like, oh, really? God, Jesus Christ, that is deep. Oh, wow. I might actually reply to this person and say how I actually feel about them. Okay. Crossing this Three of Cups is the Truth card. Okay. The Queen of Wands is all about the truth. The universe is saying what's coming through with this message and everything is actually going to be their true feelings. They're not going to be hiding anything. You know, you being that King of Wands, you're used to hiding things. So you may be reading it with that in fact, like, well, perhaps hiding something because that's how you act, and that's kind of how you expect everyone else around you to act. But the universe is saying no, it's the truth. It's how they really feel about you. So that's just a little like bit of a heads up for you there. You will be getting the truth coming from this fire sign. And again, with that Hanged Man there, it could be you never expect this person to tell you the truth. Okay. With that tower next to it. Okay. Nine of Swords and Judgment. As I said, Judgment was implied because the World's come out. It's one of the few cards in the Major Arcana where you can do this. The World comes out. It implies that you've got past Judgment. Okay, Judgment comes out. It implies that soon the World will come out or the Fool will come out, because they're the two routes of Judgment. But the other thing the Judgment card implies is something from your past. I said it might be a new energy coming in. It could be an old person, someone you already know, but they are in a new energy. Okay, that could be how the Judgment and that new energy I'm feeling off of that Two of Cups is going. It could also be that someone else new at the same time comes in. Okay, so you've got this new energy coming in, and then you've got this other energy, which is this old energy from the past, which is coming back now at the same time to affect your future. Okay, and with the Wheel of Fortune, with that Judgment, and that kind of affects that even more. That kind of suggests that someone in your past who has always like wanted to have nothing to do with you, Virgo, has now wanted something to do with you for some reason. Okay, the Nine of Swords. This is going to be putting you up into a place of overthinking things. You will be sort of pacing around the kitchen, trying to have to make a decision, trying to have to work things out, trying to sort of go over the same things over and over again until you find the right answers, which could take a long time. Crossing all this is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a card of success, a card of generosity, a card of modesty. Okay, the fact that it's crossing this Two of Cups with this Judgment and Nine of Swords, I'm saying that perhaps the overall energy of this person coming in, either one. Okay, and there is a reason I'm saying that there may be two coming at once. One, because I'm feeling two energies, but you don't actually realise that because you can't see my energies I'm feeling. You can only see the cards I'm putting down. But the other thing what it says is the fact that we got a Three of Cups there, what does still, at the end of the day, suggest that there is a third party of some description. Okay, and be it the child coming into existence, be it an actual another person in a relationship somehow, be it just communication with a group of some description. It's still a third party of some description, and that's where you can actually see the physical link through the cards of why there is a second energy I'm picking up on in this bit. Okay, but one of them is very down to earth, very successful, very practical, very generous, but very modest. Okay, I don't know why I'm shuffling them cards because I'm not going to use them now. So I'm going to just ask the universe a little question for you, Virgo. Okay, and that is going to be, well, we're pretty sure we know what this fire sign is. This fire sign is someone who wants to have some sort of romantic connection with you, and they should be pretty willing to come in and give you this message. So if that's one, what is this other energy I'm feeling with this Two of Cups, this soulmate connection? So I was thinking as much. Okay, this other energy, I feel this is the other energy is actually the one from the past. Okay, is with the Six of Pentacles, it's someone who's breadcrumbed you in the past. Okay, it's someone who's like you've liked, but they've just like teased you along just to keep you interested, just to keep you around, just in case they want you at some point for some reason. Okay, the Devil card implies that you were infatuated with this person, possibly at one point. You are still bound to this person energetically. They are a soul connection, but I feel that they're more of a karmic in your life. Life tends to go bad and wrong when you're in the vicinity of this person. They are a very negative energy on you. They might be a very nice person, but when the two of you get together, it's always you bring out the bad in each other. Okay, which they know about as well as you, and it's not something either of you can help. It's not like you go out of your way to do this and make each other bring out the bad. It's just something what naturally happens between you two. So they're going, when they do come in, they will be coming in with their defenses up. They're not 100% sure they want to come near you as well as you wanting them to come near them. But that Wheel of Fortune energy is turning things around and pushing them in anyway. Okay, the Queen of Swords is saying, the Queen of Swords is saying that possibly, that was my alarm going off, sorry about that, that you need to cut this person out. Yeah, you need to tie up the end of the soul contract you have with them. Get the closure. Make sure it's ended properly this time. Okay, you know that this is the truth. You know that this is what needs to be done, and it is very possible this fire sign could be the sort of catalyst you need to actually get you to do that. You might feel that this fire sign is a much better person to be with, and you want to be with them. So you need to close off that doorway from your past, which could affect your future. Okay, the judgment, something from your past coming back to affect your future. There we go, Virgos. That is your read. Hopefully it resonated with you. If it did, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. If it didn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Well done, and thank you for getting right to the end of the video. And as I said, don't worry too much. Every time we do this, we pull a new card out of that playing deck. It's whatever card comes in the all signs overview I do. I won't be doing another Virgo read on some other random card, not unless I feel compelled to for some reason. And hopefully to next week's one won't be any sort of follow on from this one. It may be, you never know. It might be the devil, this other person I might do a read on next week, but with you. Okay, so thank you very much, and catch you